Carlos the Fire Weapon Master, if you guys missed his buff, he increases his attack bar by 100% now instead of 75. That is the big change here. He also has a damage change, but that's less relevant because now if one of his allies is killed or if an enemy is killed on the enemy team, that's where the enemies always are, he's going to get 100% attack bar. Oliver first pick, they pre-banned Soth. They were just pre-banned. They're like, let me pick whatever. They're like, it doesn't really matter to me. YOLO. Okay, weird comp on kind of, well, I mean, it's, but what? Actually, that's a nasty combination. The Viva Chell and Leo. So they're going to ignore defense, increase attack bar, right? Very nice. Ignore defense. So kill 1, kill 2. All that attack bar boost. Doesn't quite kill Gianna, but I mean, he's not going to do ignore defense. He does pretty decent damage against Kali, which is a squishy damage dealer. That was a pretty solid combination. I do like that combination. It's weird that they use the water holly berry. Was not expecting that to come out, but with that comp, but from the very beginning, it's not really a comp that you can see that it's not really a comp that you face every day. Double ban Oliver because of course it's Special League. Why not? It's either double ban Oliver, double ban Masha, or one of two combinations of those and Shizuka, or yeah, double ban. That's the most common double ban in this Special League. So let's see if there's some kind of crazy combinations that wind up happening. Well, crazy combinations. Just we're gonna see how strong Carlos can potentially be over here. He still has immunity and invincibility, so there's really not too much Tessarin can do. Actually lands it on the Leona. Alright. Glaive Slash. He's got to kill. He's not going to kill. My bad. Now he's going to increase his attack bar 100% because something died. Does not get it though. I mean, he's not Dominic. That's kind of the issue. So he does cycle a lot, which is great against squishy units, but also Tessarin does have that damage mitigation passive. Increased attack bar again, and GG. What did I say in the last one? I said it was either going to be a double ban Oliver, double ban Masha, or a combination of Oliver, Masha, Shizuka, and what else? Dominic, right, Dominic. So, turn 1 with Bastet. Remember, this is not Dominic. So, it's not going to do as much crazy damage. It didn't get any... well, I was going to say it didn't get any. There was no defense breaks to get. Alright. It got the additional turn, but it couldn't take down Volantis. Because, again, it's not Dominic. It's not going to do as much damage as Dominic is. Pure damage. So, that's already game. But we see kind of the drawback is... if it was Dominic, if it did have that passive of extra damage like Dominic does, then that would have killed Volantis. He would have gotten an extra turn after that, gone for something else. Weird first pick, wasn't expecting that one. And then Savannah Carlos. So, going for fast speed teams on both sides. They got the speed lead with the Chandra, remember. Bans out the speed lead on the right-hand side, bans out the fastest unit on the left-hand side. Although they still took turn 1. Even with that Dark Pioneer having such crazy fast base speed. Wasn't enough to kill. Wasn't enough to kill. I think that's gonna be the big takeaway from this video. We'll see by the end, but I think that's gonna be one of the key factors is it's generally not gonna be enough to kill things if he's taking turn 1. Because he can go crazy, but again, is not Dominic. He doesn't have that passive extra damage like Dominic does. And GG. Wind Robo pre-ban. Are you serious? Well, we know he's OP now. I've been telling you, man, these Robos are not bad. And then they get buffed, and then people are like, oh, wow, they're actually pretty usable. Yeah, they've been pretty usable. That's kind of the... Man, they got some nasty stuff on the right-hand side. Wow. Nasty, nasty stuff. And increased cooldowns. And did they get Tableau? Actually... I didn't see which ones might have resisted or not. Yeah, this is already over. He even landed on Carlos. And the attack power break on Carlos. He's gonna do no damage now. I know I call things early, but it really feels like this was already over. Sorry, Moist Critical. He didn't wind up with... Because Penguin... Never mind. Pre-ban of the same... Well, two of the meta pre-bans, right? So, is this going to be enough to actually go through something? Increase cooltime on the Juno. Alright. And He's going to get another attack gauge. Additional turn. I mean, that's not bad, but he did he did get a couple. He did get an extra turn there, and Dominic definitely softened him up. And now what's going to happen? Now he dies. Now Nana is stacked, and I think that's game. Double pre-ban Oliver yet again because it's Oliver. So bans out the Han. They do still have defense breaks and turn cycling on the right hand side though. So let's see, increased cooldowns, lots of provokes. So a lot of provokes. That's going to be cycling. Well, it is going to be cycling Diana. It's going to be feeding Diana all these extra turns. Okay, 16k. It was actually a little bit more than 16k, but pretty decent damage against the Chow. I was surprised they didn't go for the Dominic, actually. Because I feel like the Dominic is just going to be the squishiest one in that team. He has to be if he wants to do any damage. Because he's not really doing a crazy amount of damage. He does do more damage after things die, but especially if squishy damage dealers die. So that's keep that in mind. I know we didn't really mention too much, but if he kills squishy damage dealers, or if squishy damage dealers die, regardless if he kills them, he does more damage. So we saw a little bit of Dominic, I suppose. So we've got a Masha Sath pre-bent. We saw this player on the right hand side before, so we already know what they are doing. Bans the Leo. All right, how fast are they going to be? The Ashir is going to move first. The Ashir is not going to move. That's Swift. That is very fast on Swift. Wow, that outsped the Ashir. So sneaky. So very sneaky. I like it. All right. Oh, it's going to be nasty. But he gets an extra turn. He does not Violent proc. I like that, though. What is VHL's base speed? Is it? I think it's pretty high. Like 113? It's not going to be enough. Sadly, the Carlos is not going to do enough damage. I think that's what we're going to see here, which I mentioned at the beginning is just he's not going to do enough damage. Yeah. Interesting, though. Pre-bans on Shizuka and Oliver, which go with the trend of just pre-banning 1 of 5 units. If I didn't include the clip where I mentioned why only 5 units are being pre-banned in Special League, is because if you pre-ban something, like, for example, if you pre-ban Chow, hold on, let's see. They don't take turn 1 with Bastet. But if you pre-ban Chow, most people are not using Chow in Special League, so it's kind of a wasted. In most matches you're going to be fighting, it's a wasted pre-ban. So, I mean, if your opponent is constantly picking Chow, then that would be a different story. But yeah, there was really nothing he could have gone for. 2 units are water, so they had element advantage over him. And then if he tried to go for the Fire Bison, he wasn't going to kill that thing. So he just tried to dismount the Masha. That was the best he could do. She comes back from, I mean, she can't be killed though, so it's kind of a natural counter to Dominic already is either high HP and high defense, because he's not going to ignore defense, right? Or just things that don't die. So Beast Riders get dismounted, so all of those Beast Riders are already counters to, did I say Dominic? To Carlos. Or maybe I said ignore defense like Dominic. I don't know. But they're already counters to Carlos because he can't just one-shot kill them and then get an extra turn after that. He has to go for squishy units. Ragdoll Masha pre-ban. So the reason that you see Ragdoll, I mean, this is G2, so of course everyone... That's a unit you don't see every day. That is the Dark Pure Vanilla, by the way. A unit that you don't see... Well, it's the Chinese version of the Dark Pure Vanilla. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see. I don't think I saw, because we saw the animations. We have a video on this channel taking a look at the animations a couple weeks ago, but didn't actually see the Dark Pure Vanilla in a battle with the Come to Us trans, the Come to Us transmog, the Come to Us version, the good old Come to Us transmog. All right. Let's see. I do like it being used with some of these bruisers, but honestly, I don't know if this is like they could have put so much other stuff with that would have probably been more effective. So it's gonna be nasty. So many debuffs. And they're all cleansed because she gets 13 turns. No, she doesn't get 13 turns because it's not Guild Siege. Alright. I am Pudding Princess. Dark Pudding Princess. That's my favorite. I kind of am curious if Riley's just going to do Riley things. And then Riley and Nana just want... This is gonna be the Riley Nana show. Yeah, I don't think really. Here's a question. Well, I was gonna say if they didn't have Dominic. I mean, sorry, if they didn't have Carlos. That's the one we're looking at. Carlos. If they would have done better, I think they're gonna win anyway. But yeah, I think they could have used so much stuff that wasn't Carlos there. But I mean, I saw the potential. I saw the reasoning behind that is, you know, opponent comes in with a fast, aggressive team, and then they steal a turn with Carlos and kill something potentially, but yeah. I think a Chroma just winds up... I mean, look, Chroma's doing so much by itself. Juno pre-ban. Also Wind Robo. I like that Wind Robo is not even a gimmick pick anymore. Okay. So 2 strips... Let's see. Well, actually, the turn 1 is going to be, yeah. Looks like that's on Swift. Looks like both of them are on Swift, though, which is not surprising. And, and they just concede that, like, I don't... he takes 1 turn. He takes 1 turn, and then that's it. There's no chance. Nothing was good. Okay. GG. I mean, I feel like you could have still... let the match play out a little bit longer than that, but maybe they were just too tired of dealing with the Dark Slayer that they didn't want to even give it a shot. That is buffed Carlos, the Fire Weapon Master. Honestly, I've been too scared of this guy. He doesn't do as much damage as Dominic. He needs to hit squishy targets. Even if he has an attack power buff, he's not going to do anywhere near the damage that Dominic does. If he gets going, he increases his attack power when his passive kicks in. That's a little bit more, but still, he needs defense breaks to actually kill things. Otherwise, he's not as dangerous. So if you're running a squishy cleave team and someone picks Carlos, you should be scared of Carlos. If you're running a tanky team and someone picks Carlos against you, I wouldn't really worry too much unless they're going to strip and defense break you and then start cycling turns that way. So keep that in mind. If you're tanky enough, he's not ignoring defense or anything crazy like that. He's not going to do what Dominic does. So hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.